So about a year ago, I made a video where I ranked Batman villains based on how scary they are, and in honor of the spooky season of October, I decided to do a follow-up on that video and rank some more Batman villains based on how scary they are. Here are the tiers on the list. Starting from the top down, we have Uber Scary. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. Very spooky. I don't want to be around these people at all. And then below that, we have Scary. I can handle being around them, but my heart rate's probably going to be pretty high. And then below that, we have the I'ma talk shit about you behind your back, but if I see you in person, then I'm going to act like I didn't say nothing. Now this tier's for the villains that most people wouldn't admit that they're scared of. On the surface level, they don't seem that intimidating, but if they got in your face, you might pee yourself a little bit. And then below that, we have the not scary but not lame tier. Now I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory. And last but not least, we have loser ass dork. Now this one is specially reserved for villains that are loser-ass dorks, the type of villains that could get beat by a grandma swinging her purse. Starting off this list strong, we have Bane, the guy who broke Batman's back. Now I don't know about you guys, but someone who can break Batman's back seems like a very lethal and scary opponent. Batman has fought literal gods before and sustained less injuries than his fight with Bane. If he can break Batman's back, he could probably snap me like a Kit Kat with his pinky toe. He's a 7-foot roided out wrestler that abuses drugs like it owes him money. He has not only the brawn, but also the brains too, as he's one of the only villains to have ever figured out Batman's true identity. He also ruined the marriage that Batman was supposed to have with Catwoman, took over the entire city of Gotham, killed Alfred in front of Batman's son, Damian Wayne, and formed an alliance with Batman's father from an alternate universe just so he could psychologically break him. Yeah, that's some D1 hater energy right there. I mean, his whole thing is that he wants to break the bat. But like, you already did that back in the 90s when you crippled his ass. Was that not enough for you, bro? This man is downright diabolical. But worst of all, and perhaps the greatest sin he's ever committed, is that he's bald. Yeah, I'm putting this guy in uber scary. I mean, he's basically a giant buff crackhead who's actually cognitive and smart. Next up, we have Penguin, who is one dapper looking mobster. But by God, is that nose gigantic, man. I mean, that thing can be classified as a weapon. Bro uses his nose to open up his Amazon boxes. He got that erect Squidward nose build. And as if God didn't already hate him enough by giving him that nose, he's also like 4 feet tall. His nose is damn near the height of him, man. I mean, that's just crazy. Now, with all this shit talking, you would think that I'm gonna put him in the lame-ass dork tier, but this dude owns an entire nightclub that hosts gang activities, so bro's probably got a lot of shooters on hand, so, I don't want any of that smoke. As far as I'm concerned, I ain't saying nothing. I don't know what you were hearing, but it wasn't me saying it. I ain't saying nothing, bro. Next up, we have Professor Pig. Now, this guy is a serial killer who will surgically mishmash the victim's body parts around, turning them into a mindless drone. What the fuck? Which he sees as beautiful creations and refers to them as Dollatrons. Average Gotham City villain be like. Now, I know this sounds horrifying, but, this guy is he's just a dude, so, I could beat the shit out of him, I think. Listen, if I was living in Gotham City, you would not catch me slipping, bro. Eyes on the back of my head. 24/7 surveillance type shit, bro. If I saw this big, chubby pig motherfucker coming at me, man, I would roundhouse kick his ass. But, hey, you ain't hear any of this from me. Like, these are someone else's words, bro. I'm just restating what someone else said. Because as far as I'm concerned, I ain't even know nothing, bro. I don't even know who this guy is. Like, I don't even be talking, man. I don't even be going outside and shit. Like, I ain't saying nothing, bro. Next up, we have Deathstroke. Now, this guy, arguably, he's kind of more of a Nightwing villain. More of a Titans villain. But we're just gonna wedge him in here because, he could also be classified as a Batman villain. Now, this guy is a deadly assassin with immaculate drip. I mean, he just looks cool 24/7. Not trying to glaze or anything. But he just looks awesome. But little known fact about Mr. Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, he likes minors. Yeah, you thought we would forget about that, but no, we haven't forgotten about that. What? Yeah, we're gonna have to put this guy in uber scary. He's a menace to society.
This guy's meeting your 50-year-old girl.
Next up, we have Man Bat, who is a human bat hybrid.
What the?
I don't think I have to explain this much further. I mean, that is pretty horrifying. Now, for those of you that disagree with me and don't think that Man Bat is that scary, allow me to explain some more about his... Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and put him in the uber scary tier. Next up, we have Clayface, who is a pretty scary looking villain.
Brother, ugh.
But that's not even the scariest part, because he can change his appearance by shapeshifting, which means he can take on some pretty horrifying forms such as a woman. I'm sorry, I'd like to apologize to all my viewers. I know that was a pretty scary picture that I put up there. Scary. Women are, how do you even talk to them? I don't know. But you know what's even scarier than a woman? A woman driving a car. Oh my, now that is scary. Anyways, Clayface seems like a pretty chill dude. You know, he just wants to be an actor. And more recently, he's been depicted as a good guy, but then he got killed, and then now he's bad again. You know what? I don't know anymore, man. I'm just gonna put him in the not scary, but not lame tier. Next up, we have Condiment King. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. And before you hand it over, don't forget to add the extra ketchup. Bum-ass boy. Get him out of here. Next up, we have Hush. Now, I know some people think that this villain is cool, but, you know, some people also like sniffing their own farts. So, you know, just because people like something doesn't mean it's good. Now, I won't lie, Hush actually seemed like a cool character until they started revealing more about him. He started off as a mysterious mastermind who was manipulating Batman's allies and enemies to get rid of him. But then he quickly devolved into a loser-ass dork when it was revealed that he got the help of Riddler to help him come up with the plans.
Hello, Riddle fans. It is me, Edward Nigma. Super genius. Let it be known that the Riddler is not done yet. When I get out, the streets will run with riddles.
And behind the bandage mask, it's just Thomas Elliot, Batman's childhood friend who's jealous of the life he has as Bruce Wayne. This dude is such a dweeb that one of the main reasons why he's beefing with Batman is because as a child, he created a scheme to crash his parents' car which killed his father, but his mother ended up getting saved by Batman's father because he performed emergency surgery, and he wanted his parents dead because he hated them and he wanted the inheritance early. But like, you were gonna get the inheritance regardless, so like you really couldn't have just waited, bro. Like, what are you doing? So fast forward and his mother finally dies and he gets the inheritance, but he hates Bruce Wayne because his parents died earlier and he got the inheritance faster, which makes him jealous and mad, and that's the whole reason why he hates Bruce Wayne. Really, bro? That's like, are you kidding? Not only is that one of the dumbest reasons to have beef with someone, but he also went through great lengths to surgically alter his face to look like Bruce Wayne, change his fingerprints to match his, and also train his voice to sound exactly like Bruce's, all so he could impersonate him and destroy his life from within. That is some next level creepo loser type shit. Imagine waking up and seeing the face of someone you hate every day in the mirror. I mean, did you not think about that, bro? Like, you're gonna have to look like someone you hate for the rest of your life. Loser ass dork. Deadshot. A crack shot precision killer. This guy is not someone you want to mess with. The thought of getting taken out randomly from a gunshot blocks away is, you know, pretty scary to think about. And it's also scary how often this guy swaps races depending on the adaptation. He's gone from white to ambiguous race, but most likely Latino, to straight up black. Like, I don't know how he keeps doing it. But honestly, I don't think I have much to worry about here. He would basically only be targeting high profile individuals. He's not just gonna randomly take someone out like Bullseye. So for that reason, he's going in the not scary but not lame tier. Next up, we have Calendar Man, who is a bald guy who times his crimes based on significant days or holidays. He likes to do things with calendars. I don't know anymore, man. Is there a tier below loser ass dork? Can I put this guy below that? I don't even know what could be below a loser ass dork. But they reinvented him as a serial killer.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Wow, how original. This character was so lame that they just had to tack on serial killer just to make him seem more threatening. But he's still a loser. I don't care. Next up, we have Doll Maker. I'm sure you guys can guess what this guy does. He kills people. Wow. You know, the more of these villains that I see, the less I even get scared of them, man. Side note, I feel like his father is more scary than he is because his father would go on hunting trips and kill people and eat them in front of his son, which is like, that sounds significantly worse. How does someone like that even have a child? I don't get that. What the fuck? Yeah, so anyways, this guy makes dolls out of his victims. You know, that's his gimmick. I don't know why they always need a gimmick, but that's what his is. You guys ever think that there's like killers in Gotham and they're like, what should my gimmick be? And then they look up something and they're like, damn, someone already has that gimmick. I was gonna make dolls out of my victims too, but there's already a guy named Dollmaker, so I have to find a different gimmick. Perhaps I will still turn my victims into dolls, but you know, I'll just wear a pig mask while I do it. Surely there's no one else in Gotham that does that.
Really, nigga?
Anyways, you know, this guy, you know, he seems pretty scary on the surface level, so I'll just put him in scary, I guess. Whatever. Next up is Punchline, who was Joker's new girlfriend. And, you know, all I have to say about this is...
Awooga! I've got a bad case of clussy fever, and I want to make whoopee with her cushion.
Next up, we have Lady Sheva. Now, she doesn't seem that threatening on the surface, but she's actually one of the deadliest martial artists in the DC universe. She could probably crush your windpipe in the blink of an eye with one swift motion. Also, she's a woman and they make me nervous, so I'm gonna have to put her in scary. Next up, we have Black Mask, who is a deranged crime lord who's obsessed with wearing masks. This guy has basically every single bad psychological trait you could think of. One time, this guy fed a woman her husband's eyeballs because he's just like that. I mean, he's just sick and twisted, man. You know, what more is there to say? He's a scary guy. Mad Hatter. Or as I like to say, loser-ass dork. Next up, we have Hugo Strange, who is a villain obsessed with proving that he's better than Batman. He thinks he's like a super smart guy, and you know, he's man, he's bald, bro. Like, he's a loser, bro. Like, how could you say that about Hugo Strange? He's such a cool Batman villain. He's like deranged. He's smart. He analyzes Batman. He's like really cool. He's good. He made it like eugenics. He did eugenics. He made a scary monster, man. Oh man, he's a cool villain.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Next up, we have the Court of Owls, who are a secret society organization that are wealthy and control Gotham from behind the scenes. And they have deadly assassins called Talons who kill people and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this in the not scary but not lame tier. Electrocutioner. Now this guy, oof, what can I say about this villain? This villain is just, he is so scary. I mean, he's killed Batman probably like 700 times. This guy is not someone you want to mess with. He's insane, bro.
I'm gonna kill you. Then I'm gonna jumpstart your heart. And kill you again.
I'm looking for Black Mask. Where is he?
I ain't here to talk. I'm here to kick your ass.
This is your last chance.
I know. Imitate. You about to be taught a lesson in pain. Name yourself.
Next up, we have Killer Moth. Now, Killer Moth is, you know, he's basically just Batman if he was a villain, and instead of liking bats, he liked moths. And that's, you know, that's like what he is. He was cool in Lego Batman, so I'm gonna put him in the swag category. That's right, I made a new category just for him. And if you are mad about that, suck my balls. This is my list. This is my video. I get to do what I want, okay? But yeah, that was the last villain. Here's the final list. Now, if anyone disagrees with me on the placements of these villains, feel free to comment down below, and I will happily not read your comment, and I will see you guys next week.